Hello, I'm Red Warrior and I welcome you to my 100% speedrun tutorial of the current established speedrun route in 2019. This video is about Foundry, the third level of the game. This level is one of the few non-linear ones and the game gives you the choice to approach the fights in different ways. Of course, there are 2 keycards required, but this is no further restriction for you how to choose your own way to play this level. The route I will be taking is planned out to beat this mission as fast as possible, so your preferred route might differ from what I am doing here. Let's take a look at the mission challenges. 3 possessed, 1 barrel. Kill 3 of the possessed with 1 explosive barrel. Curb Stomp. Perform 3 death from above glory kills on possessed soldiers. Quiet the collector. Find 2 collectibles. The barrel challenge is easy, we will be getting it right away at the beginning, but there are several opportunities throughout the mission. The way we do it is the fastest and in my opinion easiest. Curb Stomp might be a little tricky, but with scroll jump while looking down you should get the death from above fairly consistently. Also, to reliably stagger a soldier, the easiest and fastest way is to use a direct hit with explosive shot or at least aim next to him. He will stagger instantly and you don't have to worry about killing him accidentally. And just as in the previous level, the third challenge is involved with secrets, so we will complete it along the way. Before we jump into the game, I would like to point out that my approach for the first Gore nest follows the rule high risk, high reward, because it is 30 to 40 seconds faster than the safer approach, but much more difficult. And because this particular fight is super chaotic compared to the safer approach, I will be showing you both ways for the ones of you who don't want to rush the game and opt for a base 100% clear. But either way, the goal will be to complete the Curb Stomp challenge with the first 3 soldiers so that we can spend our accumulated 5 combat points into the missing upgrade for explosive shot, so that we can start working on its mastery. To do so, we have to kill 20 imps with direct hits. The faster you master explosive shot, the more time you will save in the end, because you can one-shot soldiers and hellraisers, as well as deal more damage to the bigger demons such as the Hell Knights we will be introduced to in this level.
There is an emergency in the Foundry.
Alright, so let's prevent the meltdown before...
Neither of us will survive the meltdown.
In the beginning, run towards the door and say hi to Frank. He's a happy dude and is always smiling. While you're meeting Frank, Vega is talking about what is known as combat rating. Notice the added 5 triangles in the top right of your HUD with dark circles around each one. With every killed demon, you start filling those circles. One thing worth mentioning is that while you're fighting in arenas with actual combat music, so where the game locks the demons in with you into one room, your combat rating progress is silver at first, and when the fight is over it turns golden. You are not being rewarded with additional combat points before it does so. Now hug the rail, jump onto it while carefully shooting the soldier and perform your first curb stomp here. Back off to the blue door and wait for the zombies to get closer. Feel free to stagger them when the other ones take the time to chase you. Shoot the barrel as soon as at least 3 zombies are close to it to complete the first challenge and approach the first Gore nest. I will show you the slower but safer approach first. Jump down after the first beam and shoot the imp who climbs up this rail. Move to the left and use explosive shot on the other imp who spawns in. Immediately turn around to meet your third imp. I use bullets on him to make him lose momentum so he cannot run away as easily anymore. Find the next 2 soldiers, they will come for you on either stairway. Use explosive shot onto them for an easy stagger and complete curb stomp. As soon as you've completed this challenge, equip your shotgun, wait for the message weapon upgrade point gained, and then enter your dossier and hold down enter to quickly buy the remaining upgrade for explosive shot. Now you can work on its mastery. Pull the plug of the Gore nest and you can exploit the first imp spawns with explosive shot. You can use it on the imp to your left, turn around and stagger the imp to your right. Use explosive shot on the imp in front of you across the gap and stun the imp next to the door and finish off the staggered one with explosive shot. By that time the 5th imp most likely runs down the stairway, so stagger him with the assault rifle and kill him with explosive shot. If you want to, you can also stagger the previously stunned imp at the door to kill him with explosive shot. However, it's more than likely to hit the rail instead of landing a direct hit on him. After killing all imps, run to your right and most of the times one of the soldiers comes down the stairway. Land headshots with your assault rifle or use the plasma rifle for easy kills on soldiers and razors. Let me show you this clip in real time now. Now let's analyze the speedy route. It is worth the risk, I assure you. This time jump down after the second beam to the first floor and make sure to hit the rail so you don't get the full impact compensation, then jump over to the Gore nest. After pulling its plug, wait for the soldier to your left until he climbs up and use explosive shot on him. Usually he's staggered, but if he's not, use a couple of bullets on him for your second curb stomp. Keep moving over to the fight, do not stop while shooting the imps that block your way and throw a grenade to your right. Keep hugging the left side and shoot an explosive shot over to the stairs because there's a soldier coming for you. Perform curb stomp on him and wait for the message weapon upgrade point gained. Have your shotgun equipped, hit tab and hold down enter. Now if you see any easy imps for explosive shot mastery, go for it. But your main goal in this messy fight should be to survive no matter how. Use your stun bomb when needed, it will give you some room to breathe. The door will open as soon as you have cleared the demons from the actual Gore nest fight. Due to the nature of us fighting two fights at once, the door will open occasionally despite an imp or a soldier still being alive. If that's the case, it merely means that those are demons from the pre-Gore nest fight. It's important to have that in mind considering combat rating is tight in this level and one missing demon can make a difference. Now watch this fight in real time. As soon as everyone is dead, go through the door and get to the rocket launcher. You can jump through this window, but be very mindful to trigger the secret. Considering you intended to get there through the small hallway, you will trigger the secret that way, so make sure to make a small detour for the trigger. Jump down again and progress to the next floor. Prepare to kill this imp and throw a grenade down to your left to kill a couple of zombies. Go further to grab the codex and get back up to the outside. The spawns here are somewhat straightforward. I will show you how to get 3 easy imps for explosive shot mastery. You don't have to follow it exactly like this because it will be faster to simply smash through this fight, but those can be useful imps for cluster strike nonetheless. But either way, the most important monster is the shield guy behind the pillar in the back. So while running upstairs, use explosive shot on this climbing imp, stagger the imp to your left with bullets, use a second explosive shot on the imp in the back. Now you have time to shoot 2 rockets to the shield guy behind the pillar, followed by explosive shot on the imp to your left. The 4th and 5th imp tend to take a random path and they will always be in a different place, whereas the 2 soldiers have their fixed locations they run to. A well placed direct rocket will kill them instantly. Eventually grab the doll as well as the yellow key card. And once again in real time. Now make your way to the lever, but of course not without a fight. Prepare your explosive shot for the left imp. Use the chainsaw on the Hell Knight while he is still in his jumping animation and quickly tap your fire button once. Kill or stagger the other imp and instantly shoot a rocket to the right soldier before he pulls out his shield. If you want to, you can still farm cluster strike on that imp.
Core temperature rising.
Try to use explosive shot on one of the imps crawling on the wall and make sure to destroy the barrels in case they don't blow up in the first place. Turn to your left and shoot the barrel next to the soldier and take care of the one on the catwalk. Shoot the barrels next to the archon cell, use explosive shot on the left imp, stun the other one, trigger the archon cell and finish off the remaining imp. This upgrade from the archon cell will go into ammo. To do so, hit left and enter. Now go to the classic level secret. Kill the imp and the 3 soldiers. The best order is to kill the middle one first, then the left one followed by the right one. Sometimes the last soldier is a bit tough to kill, so look at your combat rating while shooting rockets. As soon as you see combat rating added, you killed him and you can leave. Have your plasma rifle equipped, and once you approach the stairs to the yellow door, you'll see an explosion in the back. This should trigger you to be prepared to shoot a stun bomb at the Hell Knight. You can either hit the rail, the Hell Knight himself, or the floor to push him back into the lava. After around 5 seconds the game kills him and rewards you with combat rating. This next fight is easy. Land direct hits with rockets on each of the soldiers. Use your chainsaw on the Hell Knight and explosive shot on the imp. Shoot a rocket to the Hellraiser followed by a couple of bullets. By the way, this particular combination with one rocket and a couple of bullets is a reliable way to finish off Razors in the earlier levels before you have mastered Cluster Strike. As soon as this room is cleared, pick up the chainsaw, throw a grenade towards the Gore nest and get up to the Praetor Suit token. And another easy sequence. At this Gore nest you will have 2 imps to your right, a soldier at the upper floor as well as a Hellraiser underneath him opposite of you, and lastly another Razor to your left. You can get 2 cluster strike ticks with those imps, but it's faster to kill the second one right away. No matter what you decide for, this should be your first move. As your second move, shoot a rocket to the Razor in the middle paired with a couple of bullets. Then use rockets to hit or even kill the soldier on the upper floor and take care of the Razor to your left. When everybody has been sent back to hell, go up to the armor. As soon as you touch it, the Hell Knight spawns in. Turn around to get the auto map and enjoy the ammo rain. When jumping down to the floor below, do not press your move forward key, otherwise you accidentally mental back up. Kill the zombies, get a free cluster strike tick on one of those imps and drop down to the Gore nest. I advise you to pay attention to your surroundings, be aware of the roaming Hell Knight. Sometimes you hear the blue door being activated and him stomping towards you. If he surprises you, try to stun him and run for the fuel, which we will be getting anyways to chainsaw him eventually, but that way you can kill him safely in the close quarters here. So pull the plug and use explosive shot on the imp to the left, grab the fuel and if you want to, get another cluster strike tick on the other imp. While running towards the stairs, shoot 2 to 3 rockets to the upper floor, so you render the soldiers harmless and they cannot surprise you with their party balls anymore. As soon as you're going up, 2 imps spawn in, one to the left and the other one near where the zombies were. Feel free to use cluster strike on them as well, or simply clear everything with rockets. Lastly, the Hell Knight spawns in when everyone's dead. Explosive shot and direct rockets will kill him easily. In case you have not killed the roaming Hell Knight yet, prepare your chainsaw as soon as the doors unlock and run to the field drone to get remote detonation as your next weapon modification. I use my mouse here to pick it, you'll find it in the bottom left in the UI. In order to make this jump possible, use scroll jump at the last second before you would fall down.
Gas leak detected.
Grab this poor soul's left arm, kill the imp and get to the secret armor. Now drop down to your next Praetor Suit token and make your way back up to stop the gas leak.
Access granted.
This Gore nest here is a perfect example of scripted spawn waves with fixed spawn locations. This also applies to the turbine room fight, but I'll explain that when we get there. Let's analyze this fight in slow motion first. The first 6 demons are imps. Shoot a rocket to this one and use cluster strike on the second one behind you. Then use 1 rocket on each of the other 3 imps and quickly destroy the barrel with your assault rifle just to be sure they won't blow you up. Turn around again and use another cluster strike on the imp behind you. Now you have 2 Hellraisers spawning in on 2 opposite corners. You don't necessarily have to kill them right away, but shoot at least 1 rocket to the one in the back to damage him. You'll have 2 more imps next to him which have a higher priority to kill. Use rockets for that, and now you can kill the remaining Hellraisers, including the third one who spawns in at the end next to the other Raiser. And now enjoy the carnage in real time.
Access granted. Gas link stopped. Demonic presence reduced to
Quickly kill this Raiser with preferably mastered cluster strike and grab the codex.
turbine.
Alright, on to the final fight. As I mentioned before, this arena follows a particular script. Learning the spawns and how to quickly kill demons almost literally before they even get the chance to see the light in our world makes your life much easier and faster in this arena. Activate the turbines and let me explain the strategy in slow motion. For the first phase of this fight, get onto the right catwalk and position yourself in the middle to maintain a safe distance to your explosives. Use cluster strike on the first imp, turn around, shoot a rocket at the feet of the one behind you. Now jump onto the right turbine while shooting a rocket to the imp in the far back to your left and to the right one. You don't need to land direct hits on those 2 imps, use your remote detonation to at least stagger them. Then another rocket coupled with some bullets to kill the Raiser before he can run away. Now you have time to finish off the imps in case they're only staggered and the rockets from earlier didn't kill them. The accumulated deaths of those demons summons 1 more imp on each of the stairways, the one leading upwards as well as near the entrance, but you can ignore him for right now. So immediately turn around and use a remotely detonated rocket to kill this imp as he most likely starts running away. His death summons the Hell Knight, but before we kill him, wipe out the Raiser with a direct rocket and some bullets. When doing all of this in one swift motion, you can land your first rocket instantly followed by a cluster strike on the Hell Knight before he even gets a chance to jump down. If so, you can easily kill him with more rockets and cluster strikes. In case he manages to jump down, be careful with your explosives and use an emergency stun bomb to keep him in check. As soon as he's dead, shoot 1 or 2 rockets towards the bottom of the staircase near the entrance. If you maintained your distance to that particular imp, he's still sitting there because he only starts moving when you get too close to him. The trigger line for that is somewhere between the 2 turbines. As the second phase initiates, position yourself like this. Immediately after the shaking effect, your first imp spawns in and you should welcome him with a grenade, while sending a cluster strike to his body on the right. Get onto the catwalk and shoot 2 rockets to the Hellraiser in the far back on the stairways as he is spawning in. Then pull out your chainsaw and keep firing to turn the imp here into an ammo pinata. Most of the times the chainsaw animation is skipped. Turn to your left instantly and shoot a rocket over to the imp there. You may want to detonate the rocket manually. You will develop a feeling of when the rocket is close enough to kill him. Use a rocket as well on the imp next to the stairs. If you have managed to kill everybody up to this point, this is a time when both Hell Knights spawn in on opposite sides of this room. But you should kill the remaining imp as well as the Raiser first, they are more dangerous. So once more make use of your rocket launcher for those 2 guys mixed with some bullets on the tankier Raiser. From here take care of the Hell Knight close to you first. Land direct rockets and cluster strikes on him and you will melt him super easily. Same with the other Hell Knight. If you hit him, unlike I did, you can make him lose momentum and keep firing on him. However, if you miss him, don't hesitate to stun him to keep your distance. When you see him jumping to you, be careful with rockets. You should aim at his sides and detonate them manually, otherwise you're in danger to blow yourself up due to splash damage. I'll show you this entire fight in real time again. Feel free to watch this sequence as many times as you feel might be necessary, considering there are so many things you have to follow in here for an easy, fast and even a safe way. I would like to encourage you taking your time to learn all the patterns in this fight. It is the first bigger and longer fight you will encounter up to this point. Also, I guarantee you it is a great feeling to clear this arena as efficiently as possible.
Warning. Core temperature reaching critical levels.
After clearing this arena, I want to check my total hit points for the upcoming grenade jump at the start of the next level Archon Facility. If I have at least 91 hit points by summing up both health and armor, I'm good to go. But if I have less, there's a chance of dying to my own grenade. You may have noticed that we have not spent any further Predator Suit tokens since our first one in this level. We will keep on saving them until we get the first one in Archon Facility to put all accumulated 6 tokens into power-up effectiveness. You can wipe out the final imp and 2 zombies with one explosive shot. You don't even need to directly hit anyone, simply shoot it close to them. This concludes Foundry, one of the few levels without any interruptions once you've left the first door until you've successfully prevented the meltdown. From a mentally perspective, this can make it a tough level because you don't get the chance to take a deep breath. You have to be present all the way from the start to the end. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next level, Archon Facility.